If I could wave a magic wand and give you one trait that would change your life, now I'm talking in business, in your relationships, in actual fact, in any part of your life. Now, I wouldn't wave a magic wand and give you more motivation. I wouldn't wave a magic wand and give you more talent. I would wave a magic wand and give you more confidence. Now, not the loud, flashy, fake it till you make it kind of stuff. Let me get rid of my lightsaber. But I'm talking about the real kind, the kind that lets you walk into a room, ask for what you want, and back yourself, even when there's still a little bit of fear there. Now, most people think that confidence is something that you either have or you don't. But what if I told you that confidence is already there? It's already within inside you. It's just that you're not using it. So your confidence went quiet. You probably know this behavioral loop. So maybe you want to speak up. Maybe you want to ask for something. Maybe you want to try something that you've never done before. But then just as you're about to approach doing it, it's all of a sudden it's like, boom, this little mental circuitry starts to kick in. And then all of a sudden you start doubting yourself. That inner voice starts saying to you, well, what if you fail? What if you look stupid? What if people start to judge you? So you start to overthink and then you hesitate. And then that hesitation, that starts to become self-doubt. And the worst part all with this is that most of those things that you say to yourself, most of those beliefs that you find hold you back, you didn't even choose. They're kind of just like old radio stations from your childhood that are still playing in the background. Now, maybe that radio station is saying, well, who are you to stand out? Maybe the message on the station is, well, if you try that, people are going to laugh at you. Maybe it's even that you're just not that kind of person. Now, if this sounds familiar to you, then you're definitely not alone, because most of the world is right there with you. It's just that most people are pretending. But after working with and listening to people who I know that you would look at and you would think that they don't have an issue, that they have it all together, this is one thing I can guarantee you, is that when they're alone, when these people are inside their own thoughts, they feel the exact same sense of self-doubt that you do. So let me take back Chris. So Chris is part of our Mind Academy program. He is a managing director. He's smart, he's very capable, he's really respected by his team. But what Chris found is that after a big meeting, or maybe after a presentation, he'd walk away and the mental chatter would start spiraling. He'd be thinking to himself, well, should I have said that differently? Was I too much? Maybe he was thinking, was I not enough? But that inner critic for Chris, it would really start to kick in, and it would kick in hard. But from the outside, nobody really saw this. And that's the thing with confidence. Sometimes, quite a lot of the time, it's often not about how other people see you, it's about how you see yourself. And that's what Chris discovered inside Mind Academy. After having a few sessions with him, I had a bit of a chat to see how things were going, and he told me that
it was when I realized that I actually already had the answers inside my brain, but I needed someone like yourself to ask the right questions to pull that answer out. That for me was sort of a massive aha, and I went home thinking, okay, so I do actually know the path ahead, but I need to learn to ask myself the right questions to pull that out of me.
So confidence didn't arrive when the doubt left. It arrived when he started acting anyway. So confidence is not something that you all of a sudden magically feel. It is something that you build, or maybe reveal is a better word for this. So it works a bit like this. So you take action. From taking the action, you then learn something. So you get some evidence or some proof. You then realize that you're more than capable than you initially thought, and then that builds a bit more trust in yourself. Then we loop back to the beginning. We now take a new action because we've got that trust. We take a slightly bigger action. We get some more evidence, some more substantial evidence. We then realize again, oh, I'm actually a bit better than I thought. And then we trust ourselves even more. So you do that a few times, and then all of a sudden, confidence is not a mystery anymore. And here's the thing, you don't have to feel fearless to take that action. You just have to feel capable of showing up, even when you're scared. So there's a formula that I teach inside of my coaching program, Mind Academy, that helps people rebuild or rediscover what I like to call real confidence. And it's made up of 3 parts. The first part of this is confidence is a skill. So what you want confidence in, you might need to learn a few things. So there might be some skills that you need to learn. The second thing is that confidence is active. So it's like a muscle. You need to keep training it, otherwise it will start to get weaker. And then the third part of this is that confidence is situational. There'll be some situations where you might feel massively confident, put you somewhere else, and all of a sudden you don't. For example, when I'm doing the public speaker training, there are some people in the room that are really good at chatting to people one-on-one. So they have no problem at all having a conversation. But if all of a sudden I take them from the one-on-one and put them up on stage in front of a group of people, that confidence suddenly disappears, and the conversational skills that they had seem to disappear. Now, it's not that the skills have disappeared, it's just that they're in a different situation, one that they don't feel confidence in. So when you understand these three parts of this formula and how to apply them, things start clicking. You start to reveal that confidence. But here's the thing. Knowing this formula, it isn't enough, because you've got to practice it. And most people, they don't practice. Now, it's not because they're lazy, but it's because they've never had a system that actually works. Or, as you'd find out in Mind Academy, a lot of the time it's because your internal wiring is holding you back without you even realizing. And that is the work that we do inside Mind Academy. But I'm going to save that for another time. If you've been waiting for confidence to just magically show up, I've got some bad news. It's not coming. But there is some good news. If you're willing to act, even if that's just a little bit, even while the doubt is still there, you'll find that confidence was never actually missing. It was just waiting for you to move. It was waiting for you to take action. Now, if this has hit something inside of you, then please make sure that you hit that like, subscribe button, because I'm going to be sharing some more videos around confidence very soon. But if you're still here now, thanks for watching until the end. And I'm going to end the video enjoying waving my lightsaber around. Wow. See ya.